Welcome to the Women's Connection. I'm Barry Louise Switson, your moderator. The Women's Connection is a program about events shaping women's lives and helping one gain authentic power on a personal or professional level. So won't you stay tuned?
Union des Grands Crus de Bordeaux. And here we have some fabulous women winemakers.
My name is Sophie SCHYLER. My family is the owner of Chateau Kirwan, first of the third Grand Cru classé, 1855 classification in the MARGAUX. The estate is located in the famous appellation MARGAUX, very known by the ladies who love the MARGAUX wine. Why? Because our wines are very long and elegant. Women are very elegant as well. So we have a new fermentation vat, and the 15 has just been vinified into that vat. It allows a good maceration between the must and the juice, thanks to the tulip-shaped concrete small vats, and add some precisions. So we have a beautiful wine that women love. It is soft, gentle, elegant, with a good texture, a good structure, very well balanced, lovely fruit. 1915 is a famous vintage in Bordeaux with very ripe fruit. Chateau Kirwan brings you lovely wine with spices and black fruit on the nose and on the palate. Please enjoy.
Yeah, Hélène Lévesque, owner of the Chateau Chantegrive. It's located in the area of Graves in the south of Bordeaux. And I say to the winemakers woman to resist.
Hello, I am Sophie LURTON, owner of Chateau Bouscaut. The 2015 vintage is a very interesting wine. I advise you to taste the white, which is very powerful and quite savory. And then you can have it with many dishes, with cheeses, but also with poultry, many things, fish. You will enjoy a very good combination with these wines. You can drink them now, but you can wait also for 5 years.
Hi, my name is Émilie Jarvozon from Chateau Lagraviere. I present you today the white wine and the red wine from Chateau Lagraviere. If I have an advice for you, you can just take time to drink wine. Don't just take pleasure. Don't think about the wine inside, but just take a good pleasure to drink this wine.
Hi, I'm Séverine Bonny from Chateau Malartic Lagraviere. It's a classified growth of Graves in Pessac-Léognan, left bank south of Bordeaux. I'm presenting today in New York the 2015 red and white. We are classified in both. This vintage is absolutely fabulous. My advice to women in wine is don't be shy. Just listen to your heart, to your palate, and don't be shy to say what you think. It's a world of men, but there is more and more women working in the wine business, in the cellar, in the technical part, and in the winery, and leading the company. And so I think we have probably a great future for wine all together, all the women together.
Good morning. I am DANY Roland. I am from Pomerol, and I show the bottle of Chateau Le Bon Pasteur 2015. It's a small property of 7 hectares, and 2015 is a very, very good vintage, a very sunny vintage with sweet tannins, and very easy to drink now and to age. It's 80% Merlot and 20% Cap Franc, and Michel and I are the winemaker, and we are very proud to make this wine and to show this wine.
Hi, I'm Margot Reeder from the Chateau Bastor-Lamontagne. I'm the winemaker. Word for women, Keep it on, live your dreams, you rock.
Hello, my name is Anne Cuvelier. I'm very proud to own this chateau with my family. Our business is related with women. Our enologist is a lady, and we think that women, wine is also something for women to do and to enjoy. So don't be shy, and if you want, come and visit and we'll tell you all about it. Cheers.
My name is Céline Villard-Foubé. I am the lucky owner of Chateau chasse-spleen in Moulis-en-Médoc, in the north of Bordeaux. And my wine is a very charming wine with a lot of character, who's running by women since 50 years now. And his name is Magic, because his name means to chase out your sadness. Now, normally, you have to be happy after to drink it.
Let us raise a glass and learn about some champagne.
Hello, I'm Elodie Marion, the daughter of the champagne house Champagne Marion-BOSSER. So I was born in Paris. I started my studies by medicine, and quickly I changed my way. So I moved in Burgundy to make studies of enology, and I worked during 7 years in Burgundy, so in Volnay at Henri Boyau, and after in Chablis at Jean-Marc Brocard. In 2008, I decided to join my mother in Champagne, in Auvillers. So Auvillers, it's our village. My mother was born in Auvillers. And we have our own vineyards in Auvillers. It's the cradle of Champagne, because it's the village of Dom Pérignon, the monk who discovered the Champagne process. All the village are in Premier Cru, so it's a best level for Champagne with Grand Cru, because we have a classification in Champagne for the different cru. And the story, the particularity of our house, it was only women who make the champagne. So we have the vineyard since 5 generations in the family. And it was my great-great-grandmother 2 centuries ago who starts the business. So at the beginning the name was different, Bosser du Targ, because in Champagne you add 2 family names, usually the husband and the wife name. So during the Second World War, my grandmother must left to Paris, so she put her vineyard in rent at another wine grower, and my mother restarts the company in 1994 with her name, so Marion-BOSSER. So Marion, it's my father name, and Bosser, it's the middle name of my mother.
Do you taste the wine, or do you have somebody else who does the tasting of the champagne?
I taste the wine every Thursday, because we have a commission group to taste and to decide the dosage and the time of aging on the lees. We have 4 different cuvées, only 4. So the first one, it's an extra brut blanc de blanc. So the extra brut blanc de blanc, extra brut because low dosage, only 5 grams per liter of sugar, and blanc de blanc because only 100% of Chardonnay inside. This one is aging during 3 years on the lees, and we add around 20% of reserve wine. Reserve wine. Because it's a non-vintage. We have 3 non-vintage and 1 vintage 06 at this time. The second one, it's a brut, it's our main cuvée. It's a brut tradition premier cru. It's a blend of 60% of Chardonnay and 40% of Pinot Noir, aging during 3 years on the lees. And after we have the rosé. So it's a blend rosé, because to obtain the color, we blend white and red wine, still wine, in fact. So 55% of Chardonnay and the rest in Pinot Noir. But inside there is around between 10 and 15% of Pinot Noir vinified in red wine. And we blend both. So it's a brut too, like the second one. So inside there is 9.5 grams per liters of sugar. And the special cuvée, the millésime 2006. So it's 50-50 Chardonnay Pinot Noir. And the particularity and aging during a long time, because aging during 5 or 6 years minimum on the lees. Champagne, we have different dosage, so extra brut, brut or demi-sec. The difference between the three, it's just after the disgorgement, so a step of the champagne process. When we open the bottle after aging, we add a little quantity of sugar plus yeast, and this quantity of sugar, if we put under 6 grams per liters of sugar, it's an extra brut, so it's really really dry, in fact. After, if we put more than 6 sugar, between 6 and 18 grams per liters, it's a brut, so it's sweeter than the first one. And if we put, for example, 40 grams per liters of sugar, it's a demi-sec, so it's really, really sweet.
Is it a hard business? Is it difficult?
Alors, it's difficult in the vineyards, because it's really, in Champagne we are obliged to make all steps and all works in the vineyards by hand. So it's really physical works. So sometimes for women it's difficult, and you work outside, so you work under the snow, under the rain, during pruning, for example, and during summer the weather are really warm, so and there is no widow, and so it's difficult for that. And it's, I think, the world of the champagne, it's mostly a men world. So when we are women, you are obliged to be superior and the best to have credibility for the other.
How do you uncork a champagne?
All right. So to uncork a champagne, we start to open, of course, the bottle. And the most important for a bottle of champagne, it's to keep the wire, because like that you have more grip to open and to turn the cork, because if you don't keep the wire, it's more difficult. And in champagne, when you open a bottle, it's important to don't make noise when you open. It's not. It's just like that. It's not a pop, a big pop. So we try in first one the extra brut, because when we make a tasting, we start always by the low dosage. So you serve only a little quantity, and you can see the fine bubbles and the beautiful color of the wine. So this one, the first one, it's an extra brut blanc de blanc, premier cru. So extra brut, low dosage, blanc de blanc, only Chardonnay.
Is there a proper way when you're tasting champagne to taste it? Do you smell it? Do you swirl it like you would regular wine?
For champagne, it's like a regular wine. So at the beginning, when you serve it, you look at the color, and after, before to turn the glass, you smell it, and you find the first aromas. And when you smell the first time, after that you can turn to oxygen the wine and you re-smell. And only after that you can taste it. Now the second one, the Brut Tradition Premier Cru. So the same process. We keep the wire.
That's interesting about the wire because I always take the wire off. Now I know. And you're listening for
just a pshit.
What does it mean when you open a bottle and it comes pouring out?
It's for the folklore, and if we make a party, sometimes people like to do jump the cork. So the second one, the Brut Tradition. A blend of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir.
It looks almost like the first one.
Yeah, alors if you compare the color, the second one are more deep because there is Pinot Noir inside, and Pinot Noir it's red grapes, so the juice are more deep. So now the rosé. And you see the gas.
So basically you start with the lightest and you keep going darker as far as tasting.
Alors for tasting, it's not the color who prime, it's the dosage. It's the quantity of sugar. It's better to start by the drier, and after the drier and the younger. Mostly we do like that. And the rosé, it's sweeter than the other, so it's better for your length to take this this way. And the rosé, it's really a salmon color, and when you see the color, you say, wow, it's really fresh, and with a weather like today, I think it's a good choice to drink rosé. And now the last one, so the millésime, the great and famous cuvée with the gold leaves.
Basically, you're listening for a little pop, not something that's overwhelming. So this one, the first
the first things that you see when you serve it, it's the gold color, because it's really old wine and aging during 5 or 6 years minimum, and it's really a long time because the law obliged us to keep the millésime during 3 years, but for us we keep during 5 or 6 years. So the time of aging is longer than the other.
What advice would you give to women who want to get into the business?
When I start, so in 2000, we are only few women to work in the enology studies, and now you find more and more women. Women are more rigorous than men, and we are elegant, and we are women. So I think the wine, it's a good wedding with wine and women. It's a good wedding, I think.
From Italy, the historic families of the Amarone.
Hi, I'm Ilenia Venturini, and I'm here with my Amarone 2012. I think that this wine can give to the woman the possibility to show that Amarone is not only a wine for men, but it's also a wine for women, because it can show that even if it's strong, can be very, very delicate and velvet in your mouth, with a lot of red fruit notes and flowers. That is always a feminine part.
Hi, my name is Maddalena. I'm coming from Mosella property in Italy. This is my vineyard winery. My company name is a family winery. And this is the Amarone Riserva, our interpretation for something that is so typical and traditional for us. But we try to make it very enjoyable, especially with the viticulture that we are following now, that is so joyful and funny to be followed. To the women I can say, stay women, be women as much as possible, and be instinctive, and go ahead with the femininity. Never forget to be women.
Next up, we have some women vintners who are showing here at the Slow Wine.
I am FRANCESCA POGGIO. I'm from Gavi. I am a producer of this special white wine from Italy, from the north of Italy, from Piedmont. Piedmont is famous for red wines, but we produce a white wine, very important for us and very important for all over the world. In my state, we are 2 women, my daughter Georgia and me, and we are very happy to be in New York today, because we would like that our wines will be appreciated all over the world. And we are women in wine. Also in Italy we have an association that is called Donne del Vino, and we are very happy to be women in wine.
I'm Sara Moscone, or winery Fratelli Moscone in Monfort d'Alba. We have 18 hectares of vineyard and 5 in Cru, Bussia. Is a very good exposure to the sun, and for this we have a very good Barolo named Bussia, and today we present this wine in this good very big event, and this Bussia is the vintage 2012, and enjoying this event.
I am Gina Respositi. I'm resident winemaker at the Roccapesta Estate, and my advice to the woman is always trust in yourself and take all your talents and make it bigger. It just because you're a girl, it doesn't mean you can be like stronger and powerful as the others. That's it.
I'm a wine producer, I'm a woman, and I think producing wine, it's a great way of promote the culture of a country. And I hope there will be more and more women working with wine, with the land, and drinking wine, drink wine.
My name is Elena Tessari, and represent the first generation of our family. Our winery is a family estate and is called La Cappuccina. Here we have three different wines. We have Soave, Madego and Campoburi. Our production is all organic. We have about 42 hectares of vineyards, and I am also a woman of wine.
Hello, I am Catherine Davats. I'm a winemaker in Tuscany, in Chianti Classico. I show you here in our tasting our main wines. It's a basic Chianti Classico. Then we have a reserve. They are based on Sangiovese grape. And then we have a Super Tuscan, which is Merlot and a Cabernet. My winery is a very small winery. It's run by my family. My husband and me, we do the wines, and we have about 6 employees with us. Winemaking is a beautiful job. I would say I can live my dream in the beautiful Tuscany of Italy. And if you drink a glass of our wine, you can feel like to be in Tuscany for a short time. And if you are in Tuscany, stop by and visit us. It would be my pleasure.